Speaking Part 3. Buildings. How are the homes built today different from those of the past? To my point of view, the structure of each house or accommodation in my country today has a variety of differences of ones in the past. So, Vietnam, as you probably know, Vietnam is a developing country, so approximately 30 or 40 years ago, with a tiny budget, the beside almost people in the country is focused on the agricultural field. So with the teeny budget, they didn't have ability to build a large house. So the house in the past is only built with one room and with various furniture in these houses. But the buildings today is look nicer as well as with more room for the more purpose, like the room for showing, the room for guests, or the room for the own room for sleeping. And actually, the building today is really larger, more convenient than the past, like having more modern device and more cars in each houses. What important things do people need to consider when choosing a home? And personally, I think there are two main recommendation of my opinion for people when choosing a home. So let's start with the price of each accommodation or houses. And when you didn't have a large amount of money enough for a large building, so definitely the small is more suitable for you, because if you insist on purchasing a large or expensive house, you didn't have ability to pay the money to own it in one time, and it become the difficulties or uh, the facilities in the financial burden of the year. Secondly, I think the uh, the things people should focus on when finding a suitable house is the destination. I mean the where the house is placed. Like for instance, when have mentioned for choosing a house, so people didn't have any attention when buying house in the forest or in the near the beach is more better. So the place of this accommodation is extremely paid attention from anyone. Why do some people prefer buying rather than rent a home? So I will suppose that people for the time being literally uh, enjoying purchasing a home and own it, because when people own their own home, they can decorate or rearrange any structure of the house or the furniture in this house, and especially the architect visually in their in their idea and of the idea. But I think additionally the reason why people didn't enjoy rent a home because they don't want to have any bill monthly paid in advance monthly. So it day by day is literally become a financial burden to them. What are the most interesting historic buildings in the city? Because actually I live in the Nari city. Our city have far from distant from Hanoi capital. So luckily in my city it has a historic facility of author Vietnamese approximately 50 years ago. Is his name is Han Mak Tử. So in the past, when he and his family and he moved to the Nam Định city in the past, and he become the become a famous author and to be known as celebrity in this time at the same time. And the reason why it has a variety of tourist attraction because in these houses he decorate a variety of the picture or the image about their family, about the war of Vietnam in the past, and during the some wars in the Vietnam history, the house of Han Mak Tử in my city have a little damage, but the structure of this house is really special because he have the building from the French architecture, so the structure is very strong and didn't have a little damage from the war. Why do some tourists like to visit historic building? And personally, I think the main reason why the historic facilities have the tourist attraction because they have ever seen the information about this historical destination, and it didn't have any example or have opportunity to review or see it in the real life. So when they have a chance to enjoy it and gain knowledge about it, and visually it's a really interesting appearance for them. So they really enjoy the historical facility because of getting a new experience.